Ever heard of a volcano that changed history without anyone seeing it erupt? In 1815, one mountain in Indonesia quietly reshaped the world. Its name was Mount Tambora. When Tambora erupted, it was one of the largest volcanic explosions in human history. The blast was so powerful, it sent dust and ash high into the atmosphere. Villages were buried, skies darkened, and entire islands trembled. But the bigger story reached far beyond Indonesia. Tiny ash particles spread across the globe. They circled the planet, blocking sunlight for years. The Earth's temperature dropped, and the world entered what scientists call a volcanic winter. In 1816, people in many countries woke up to strange weather. Snow fell in June in parts of North America. Europe faced cold, dark summer days, and crops failed across continents. Farmers stood over empty fields, wondering what had gone wrong. That year was later called the year without a summer. Livestock died, prices rose, and food became scarce. In cities, people lined up for bread. In villages, families moved, searching for farmland that could still grow crops. Hunger spread faster than the people could adapt. But behind this disaster, new changes were taking shape. When food costs soared, farmers began experimenting with new crops that could survive in cold climates. One of them was the potato, which became a staple food for millions. In Switzerland, one family locked inside by the cold found themselves with nothing to do. Among them was a young writer named Mary Shelley. She and her friends held a contest to write a ghost story. Her idea became the novel Frankenstein. Meanwhile, dark skies and vivid sunsets inspired painters. In England, artist J.M.W. Turner used the eerie colors of the sky in his landscapes. The world's gloom shaped new styles of art and literature. The eruption didn't just change culture, it also influenced science. Scientists and explorers began to ask bigger questions. Could the weather really change because of a volcano? Could nature itself alter human destiny? Meteorology, the study of the atmosphere, began to grow as a field of science. People started keeping more accurate weather records. The link between volcanic activity and climate was slowly uncovered. The eruption also influenced global travel and migration. In Europe and North America, thousands left their homes to find better soil and new opportunities. Some moved west across America, helping to shape the country's expansion. In Asia, political tensions rose as kingdoms struggled with famine and trade disruptions. Economic systems faltered, showing how deeply connected the world already was, even in the 1800s. All of this began with one natural event on a remote island, yet its effects touched art, science, agriculture, and society. It's hard to imagine that a single explosion of rock and fire could lead to new ideas and new lives halfway across the world. But Tambora proved how a moment in nature can ripple across time. The volcano's ashes cooled the planet by about 1 degree Celsius. That small drop was enough to shift weather patterns, destroy harvests, and challenge human resilience. For many people, the eruption was a tragedy, but it also forced innovation. Chemists improved ways to preserve food. Farmers shared knowledge about crop rotation and storage. Communities learned to adapt to global change. And this eruption gave scientists a new lens to see the Earth as one interconnected system. What happens in one corner of the planet can echo everywhere. Tambora's story reminds us that the planet is not just a backdrop for history. It's an active player. Every mountain, ocean, and wind current can influence the course of civilization. The haze from Tambora's eruption lasted for years, but its legacy continues even today. It helped humans understand climate, adaptation, and creativity under pressure. If you've ever looked at a beautiful red sunset painted in strange colors after a volcanic eruption, you've witnessed the same effect that people in 1816 saw. So next time you see a bright orange sky or read a book that came from that dark summer, remember, one volcano on a distant island helped change the world. The story of Mount Tambora is a reminder of how powerfully nature can shape our future. Volcanoes destroy, but they also renew. From dust and darkness, they spark new ways of thinking and new beginnings for humanity.